On a brisk Monday morning in Washington, D.C., the corridors of the White House hummed with anticipation. Between urgent meetings and relentless press briefings, President Donald Trump was about to discover that the most influential advisor yet had just arrived, walking quite confidently on 4 feet. She introduced herself with a swagger. Jet black fur, a white spot on her chin, and, perhaps most unsettling, a perfectly fitted black suit, complete with a miniature silk tie. A black cat, impeccably dressed, sat in the Oval Office chair as if she'd won the last election. Trump paused mid-complaint about ratings and gawked at the feline.
"Who let a cat in here?"
He asked the Secret Service agent nervously standing by the door. The agent shrugged. "She showed credentials, sir." The cat silkily leapt onto the resolute desk, tail swishing beneath her bespoke collar.
"Mr. President, we need to talk policy."
She purred in a no-nonsense tone, her emerald eyes reflecting the presidential seal.
"I'm Ms. Noir, your new political consultant."
Trump blinked. He wasn't sure whether this was a prank, a dream, or a very advanced Russian plot. But Ms. Noir, unfazed, opened a tiny leather portfolio and began.
"Lesson 1.
She said, placing a paw firmly on his stack of executive orders.
Listen before you tweet."
Trump frowned, reaching for his phone. Ms. Noir smacked it aside with a swift swipe, her claws clicking against the wood.
"Presence, Mr. President. The world watches your every move. Diplomacy isn't a game of checkers. It's chess, ideally played by cats."
Despite himself, Trump listened. Ms. Noir guided him through mock debates, batting a rubber mouse across a map of Eastern Europe.
Notice how distraction tactics only work so long. You must anticipate your opponents.
White House aides peered nervously through the glass as their boss took notes from a cat in a suit. At lunch, Ms. Noir joined the cabinet meeting, perching on the table with regal authority.
Sometimes you must find the sunniest spot in every room. But never nap when the press pool is near.
One evening, Ms. Noir led Trump through the Rose Garden.
Leadership is knowing when to hiss, when to purr, and when to walk away with dignity.
By now, even the skeptical chief of staff admitted morale and, inexplicably, approval ratings were climbing. The nation might never know about President Trump's feline mentor. But as Ms. Noir stretched regally across the seat of power, the world saw subtle changes. Fewer late-night tweets, more focused negotiations, and the occasional mysterious paw print on important legislation. In the end, Trump would always insist he'd learned from the best. And somewhere in the West Wing, a small, black-suited cat watched it all with a satisfied, knowing blink, her legacy woven tenderly and just a little mischievously through the annals of presidential history.